Okay then, Helldivers, we are back and we have got a lot to go over today, as we have got Mitchimus, by looks of things, back off holiday, and he has come in with an almighty storm and loads of information to give us today, as well as some very interesting files that we need to take a look into. One of them would imply a release coming very soon, so what that means, we'll take a look. As well, major order-wise, we have got a success mission, and at the point of recording, there's no new MO. I'm currently on a flight over to Romania at the point of this video going live. So we'll be back on our normal schedule tomorrow and everything should be updated. Nonetheless, we have got a lot to go into, so we're not going to mess around. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be so greatly appreciated. And make sure that you check out our sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can buy your games cheaper for PC and consoles with the best deals, offers, promotions and discounts running up to 70% off. Nonetheless, let's dive into the game and see exactly what it is that's happening right now. So like we stated, there may well be a new MO live at the point of this video going up. We're recording this about 4 hours early. I've stayed up about as late as I can waiting for this thing to bloody go live. But we have had a success mission that has gone live that states the following. The Center for Citizen Surveillance and Security has been completed. The Freedom Act is fully implemented, marking the auspicious beginning of a new era of safety and unity. Already, thousands of loyalty-challenged individuals have been identified and apprehended by the new Unity Corps. Information campaigns are enabling citizens, young and old, to inoculate their minds from indoctrination through daily patriotism reinforcement exercises. Inspiringly, Super Earth citizens are taking the fight into their own hands, forming neighborhood watch and constitution study groups. Millions of citizens have opted in to install surveillance in their homes, ensuring that if they fall victim to Illuminate mind influence, their neighbors will be protected. The threat of the Illuminate attack remains as great as before, but thanks to the Helldivers, our citizens feel safer than ever. They are safer than ever. So where could this possibly go next? We'll have to wait and see. With the Gloom currently out and about, the Jet Brigade are currently still knocking around somewhere, the DSS is still offline, and the Illuminate are attacking. It's going to be an absolutely crazy quarter here in 2025 with loads of things that are going to be running through the works. So make sure that you stay tuned to everything that's happening, because my oh my, this is going to be an interesting year. But we're going to be moving into the Discord, where Mitchimus has now returned and has given us some almighty great news coming into the works. The first piece right here is that he has also begun deployment for the Helldivers and Killzone page 2 items. Again, those of you who missed out, that is now available. Obviously, it may take a bit of time, but by the time this video is up, you should already have it. And they're also investigating how to address the TR117 armor issue, which for those of you guys who don't know, is the green armor that everybody on PlayStation is currently waiting for and wanting. They are looking at how to address that and how to issue it out to players. So fingers crossed that'll come across very soon. Now, next up, people making comments about the movie, and rightly so. Everybody seems to be on edge as to how this one's gonna go, as Sony Pictures is a little bit of a questionable production company when it comes to movies, and they've not always had the greatest record. They've had a few bangers, but it's been very minimal to say the least. And Mitchimus responded to somebody, which kind of gives me a little bit of hope. Now, this is a massive reach, so take this with a pinch of salt, but he states right here, we have no input in the hiring of actors or actresses or extras. Sony Pictures is handling the project mostly. Now, I am leaning heavily on the word mostly and taking some sort of level that Arrowhead are going to have an input into what's happening inside of this film, or at least in some level of a degree to try and keep it down to the game narrative lore. Now, I'm hopeful. I have reached out to Mitchimus, and fingers crossed we actually get a bit of an answer on that one. I really hope that Arrowhead do have a bigger input than what we actually hope it's going to be, because Lord, if it's just left on Sony, this could be an absolute shambles, but we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out. And he has confirmed that he is now digging for information with regards to the additional trophies and the level cap that you guys have been asking about. There is nothing there at the moment. He's passed it on to the team, but once he gets that info, he'll be able to share it with us all. So fingers crossed, we've got some moves with the level cap and the additional trophies for the Illuminate, because when they came in, everybody just wanted those trophies. The completionists all went absolutely wild and were hoping for something big. leak, but unfortunately, we didn't see anything come through the woodwork. So fingers crossed, we see something very, very soon. And there is a little piece of information which leads me to believe that we could be seeing something a lot sooner than we think. In the game branches files for the depots right now, you can see the files that have been tampered with. Now, obviously, in the last 24 hours, we've had Quasar, Nixie's Studio Playtest, Disco Garage, Orion, and Release 1 latest. Now, who the hell knows what Disco Garage is? It's about as quirky as the Pineapple Soup is Delicious file. We'll never know what that's going to be inside of there, but it is pretty cool that it is being worked on at the moment. But the Release 1 latest would imply to me that there is some sort of patch update, whether that is live at the point of this video recording. Hopefully it's not, because I want to be able to give you guys the info at hand as and when it comes up. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel. The moment anything does drop, you guys will be the first ones to know about it here. But it is looking to be quite a positive point, and hopefully we'll see something come through the works this week. We've got a lot to work on. We'll see exactly how it goes. But we are going to be taking a look at leak territory right now. So if you're not involved in leaks, then this is the point in the video, as per usual, where it is time to take a step away. This one is a big one coming from Iron Sights. Yet again, this guy has been so hard at work in the last few days. It's crazy, but he has not failed. He has brought something big. So if you guys want to see this, make sure you stay tuned to it. If you don't, thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe. Let's dive into the leaks and see what it is that's happening right now. So Iron Sights posted up the Illusionist explosion effect. Now, a lot of you guys may be thinking this is what's going to happen when they shoot out their beams, as the Illusionist is due to be a pretty difficult foe, but it's not actually. This one right here states that this is the explosion effect upon death of an Illusionist. So as you take out an Illusionist, there is going to be an explosion that follows up with every single one. Now, as you can see on screen, the visual radius of the explosion is absolutely massive, and it is so aesthetically pleasing. It's going to be absolutely hilarious to see these things go kaboom. Now, whether you guys are wondering where the Illusionist is going to be coming from and what it is that it's going to be, Iron Sights does state right here that to his knowledge, it's supposed to be a heavy unit, but some of the effects and abilities are really surprising. He's definitely very strong though, so fingers crossed this could be something that we see very, very soon, as we haven't got any heavy units from the Illuminate faction just yet, and we are still pretty much classifying those mad walkers, those beautiful harvesters, as the hardest thing to deal with. And at the moment it's a little bit underwhelming, as realistically we're probably playing at a level 6 or 7 even while playing on a 10. I mean, I may be wrong speaking for most, but I'm definitely speaking for myself here. So we'll see what happens with that, and hopefully some more Illuminates come through the woodwork soon, and we'll see what else it is that Iron Sights may have for us over the next few days. Nonetheless though, we're going to dive on into your top comments, because you guys have had some incredible stuff to say yet again, one of which is a really detailed usage for the movie. But this first one right here states, the movie really needs a clip of a trainee dying because of not diving for the GAT sentries. For those of you guys who will remember your training, at the beginning you have to officially dive to show that you can dive, and if you get up, well, the Gatling sentry will take you out straight away. So that is a hilarious little meme that I would actually quite like to see inside of it. I think that is quite a cool little Easter egg for a lot of Helldivers players that maybe someone who doesn't play the game wouldn't quite understand, but would still be quite funny to watch. Next up, this comment right here states, using B-list actors and actresses would be such a good idea. They could even do a fake out, kind of like Deadpool and Wolverine did with Johnny Storm, played by Chris Evans, and have a famous actor be introductory character, watching as they go through the Helldivers training and gaining their cape, being frozen and finally being thawed out for a mission, only to be the first to die in the mission, to be replaced with a completely different actor or actress, and then we follow that new person throughout the rest of their film. Now, actually, it's funny that you say this, because I actually think the Deadpool sort of style of things, the way that they did it with Deadpool and Wolverine, would be an incredible way to format your movie. I think it would work so damn well with the humor that we have inside of Helldivers and the way that the lore actually works. I think that Deadpool humor could be absolutely incredible, and based on speaking to a load of creators, it's practically necessary to have that dark, twisted, slightly weird humor inside of the game, because, well, it's just pretty much everywhere else where a Helldivers logo arrives. And a lot of you guys have been quite worried. It's Sony Productions, rightly so, but this person right here did throw out a spanner in the works, as they state, I know the fact that Sony is behind it is spooky, but they also made Bullet Train, which in my opinion is very similar to the humor of Helldivers, so I'm hoping it will be good. Otherwise, maybe it will become a cult classic like the live-action Mario movie. I am really, really hopeful. I really am. The game is absolutely incredible and it's done absolute bits. It's had a roller coaster last year and hopefully we'll start to level out on a high ground this year. And fingers crossed when the movie comes out in a couple of years, it could be a positive. I'm really, really hoping. But let me know your ideas down in the comment section below. Unfortunately, that's all we got time for today. It is currently 3 a.m. recording this and I have got to go and catch a flight in about an hour. So thank you so much again for watching, guys. Appreciate your faces and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another update here on the channel. But as always, until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.